People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, we see that a Manchester man was charged by the PEPAH for several counts of jumping over several women's fence. And people, when we talk about women's fence, we are speaking about RAPE. He was also charged for ROBBERY and also unlawful WOUNDING. And people, you understand that this is YouTube and I cannot say certain words in succession, or therefore this video won't be monetized. So that is the reason for the spelling. So anyways, I am speaking about a 29-year-old man and his name is Sheldon Mitchell and he is from a place called Knox Patrick. And based on the PEPAH information, it is said that they did a 3 months investigation, a 90 days investigation about some CRIMES and all sorts of flare-up that was happening in Manchester, Mandeville, Rete, Lele, Blue, Blah, Bling. And he was a person of interest. He was basically the top SUSPECT based on their information, based on their info. So people, take a listen to what the person that is in charge of the Central Communication Branch of the PEPAH, we are speaking about a person whose name is Stephanie Lindsay. Listen what she has to say and then I'll give my piece.
During November 2019 and January 2020, they received several reports of robbery. Based on investigation, Mitchell was apprehended. They are also inviting persons from the Manchester area who may have been a victim to report the matter to the Manchester C0P. They can appear at the office in person or they can call 963-8283.
Now people, when we talk about slap away and we speak about RAPE, I don't know which one is worse, because I know that it must be a very disgusting thing for a lady to be violated like that, for somebody basically take something that she did not give to him, something that she keeps in her heart and keeps personally. Some people may not know, but I would just imagine that it is very bad. It is a very bad situation and it can be very emotional and distressful to her, point blank and period. Now people, when you think about Manchester, when you think about Mandeville, we are speaking about a place that is usually calm and collective. But we see that over the past year or so, since we are speaking about the late part of 2019, we see some man a slap with them woman, we see some pitney take out them father, Rete, Lele, Blue, Blah, Bling. And now we see that it is infested. We are speaking about with a man that is said to be a SERIALRAPIST. So people, the moral of the story is this. It is not a very good look for Manchester and people. I know that persons, especially the women, must be celebrating right now because people, like we say, we are speaking about a very serious person. We are speaking about a person that is on the most wanted list, that is actually off the wanted list right now. So people, we have to congratulate the police because the truth and the fact is that since the late 2019 up to 2020, we see that the DPP, we see that the prosecution, we see that the justice system, they've been getting a lot of arrests of people. We have to give credit where credit is due, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. One word. Don't put no space between the words. Jamaica Dancehall Source. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is that people, we saw that Buju Banton did a song and it's called Country for Sale. And when we talk about Jamaica, when we talk about corruption, when we talk about bribery, Jamaica is the corruption capital of the world. Jamaica is the bribery capital of the world. And I am speaking about the person that we hold in high esteem. We are talking about the PEPAH. We are talking about everybody. We are speaking about city officials. We are speaking about politicians. It seems as if everybody is in for the taking. It is all about money. Money is the motive. Money is the root of all evil. So people, in this case, we see that a records clerk, and his name is Horace Gale. He was charged for breaches of the Corruption Prevention Act. And people, basically what this man did is that he was selling a clean PEPAH record to somebody that is ineligible. So we are talking about a CRIMINAL. We are talking about a man with a dirty PEPAH record, point blank and period. Now, based on the PEPAH and the court information, it is said that this man pleaded guilty and he was sentenced to 6 months. So now, people, let me ask you a question. As it pertains to Jamaica and the amount of CRIME, rate and lele that is going on, it seems as if whenever these persons get caught and they go to the court, it seems as if they are getting a little slap on the wrist. It seems like the punishment does not fit the crime or the crime does not fit the punishment. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that even it is just a PEPAH record and it looks kind of simple, we have to see exactly what is going on in Jamaica as it pertains to persons selling driver's license. And we see that there's a lot of ACCIDENTS out there. And we also see that persons are also selling firepiece license. We are speaking about firearms license. And we see that a lot of persons are getting hold of these license and they don't have the right temperament. And we see that a lot of women and a lot of other persons are getting slapped away because of persons that are holders of these licenses and they are not supposed to, they are not eligible, they don't have the temperament, point blank and period. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that suppose this person had a record of touching up little pitney and then he is applying for a job at the school board. People, we see where the problem would come in. So people, the moral of the story is this: let the punishment fit the crime. If you are not qualified or if you are ineligible for something, you should not be given that opportunity or privilege, because it could be to the detriment of the person that is actually sending out this application. We are speaking about the job, we are speaking about the country that you are going to, we are speaking about whatever process you are using this application or using this license for, point blank and period. So anyways, people, based on the court records, it is said that he was charged by the Inspectorate and Professional Standard Bureau back in a case in November 15, 2019, after them set up a sting and basically paid him $45,000 out of a total of $110,000. So people, he was selling these PEPAH records for 110 Jamaican dollars. So people, we are talking about less than 1,000 US dollars. So people, we see that it is a serious thing. We saw that this person thought that this police record was very important to him, so therefore he was going to make a backdoor deal. However, we see that it did not work out too well for him. The court documents also said that this person that was buying this clean PEPAH record, he had a very mud up record, so therefore he was charged for this, he was charged for that. We are talking about rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. So people, we are talking about a CRIMINAL. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now the next part of this video, I want to address a little situation as it pertains to the spelling in my videos. People, let me explain something that I've explained on several occasions, and I am going to do it one more again, and after this, me not do it anymore, because people, the truth and the fact that you cannot use certain words in your video, you cannot use certain words in your review in succession. So therefore, if you do, your video won't be monetized. And understand, I am not one of those bloggers that depend on Patreon and people. This is not a diss to any blogger. Me just say I don't do it. I don't believe in begging. I don't believe in asking for a donation. I just do my thing and I make it work. I make it do what it do. Now people, like I said before and I tried to explain on several occasions before, as it pertains to YouTube, we as Jamaican bloggers that talk about news, especially with what is going on in Jamaica with all of the CRIME. When we use certain words, we are talking about MURDER. When we talk about KILL, if we repeat them too often, your video is basically going to be put down in at the bottom. We are talking about in at the back. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that why would we as bloggers say something or use words that we know are going to be disadvantageous to us? Because people, you have to remember that most of these videos are reviewed by computer. So they might use all sort of analytics and algorithm. And basically when them hear the word, they do not put it into context because we are speaking about a computer. So therefore, if you're at a disadvantage, you have to do whatever it takes, whatever you have to do to make sure that your videos get monetized, because that is how we get paid. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that I am not trying to influence anybody to stay. If you don't like the channel, if you can't take the spelling, then just bounce, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.